Hey guys, welcome back to Alpha Ambition. I'm back with another informational video which I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys will find very helpful. I have a lot of friends who keep asking me, hey, you work with a lot of financial services clients and you work with financial services providers. So I get a lot of questions around, what is the best credit card out there? I'm having trouble really understanding the value proposition of my credit card. So can you help me optimize my credit card portfolio and things like that? So I thought, why don't I really make a video on it? So in today's video, we'll be talking about the top 5 credit cards right now in the Canadian market. And I am actually not going to cover one specific category. These are top 5 credit cards overall in different categories. So I have put in a good mix of annual fee and, monthly fee credit card, as well as some of the credit cards which are no fee. And these credit cards will obviously benefit anyone who is like a new immigrant or a newcomer in Canada, and also a student, and anybody who is trying to get another card but not really willing to pay the fees for it. So in the last video, we spoke about some of the very critical elements that you need to keep in mind when you're actually going out shopping a credit card to really decide, what really fits your usage, what really fits your needs. So what I've done in this video is I've used the same Excel model to rate some of the best credit cards out there in the market, in the Canadian market right now. Now, if you're wondering what Excel model I'm talking about, I guess then you've not seen my last video. So if you have not, please find the link in the description box below to my last video. And if you have seen the video and if you forgot to, hit the like button or the subscribe button, I would really appreciate if you can do the same. Like, share, subscribe, guys. I really need that. So without wasting much time, I'm excited about it. I hope you guys are too. Let's dive right into finding what those top 5 credit cards. Just a disclaimer here, guys. Some of the credit cards were actually, pretty much comparable to each other. So what I've done is, for each of the category, I have given, either one, which is like by far the best credit card, or if two cards are pretty similar, I have given multiple options. So category number 1, guys, the best credit card out there overall, and I think it's also true for the best credit card for travel rewards purposes, is the American Express Cobalt credit card. Now what we're going to be doing is, for each of these credit cards that I'm going to be talking about, we will be basically discussing the value proposition that they offer you and what the benefits look like and what the pros and cons are. So we'll look at the merits and demerits, and then with all of that information, hopefully you will find it super helpful which card you want to go for. So let's try and understand the same for American Express Cobalt card.
So to understand the American Express Cobalt card better, we need to look at some of the key aspects, starting with the credit score requirement. Now, we can easily go to the Credit Card Genius website. We can see that the credit score requirement for this one is, pretty average. It's not too high, not too low. So if your credit score falls within this range, you can definitely go ahead and apply for the American Express Cobalt card. Now, let's try and understand some of the other aspects. For example, what is the pricing for this card? Now, the pricing for this card, or the interest rate, is pretty average. It's not something out of ordinary. So we wouldn't basically call it, specific pro or con. However, in terms of the annual fee or the monthly fee, the monthly fee for this card is basically on the higher side, which is about $13 a month, which translates to about $156. So definitely something which is on the higher side. However, if you look at the earn rate for this card, now this is where things change, and that is why American Express gives such a strong value proposition. So the earn rate is 5x. So for every dollar spent, you earn 5 points on categories like restaurants, food delivery apps, and some of the grocery stores as well, and 3x points on subscription services like Netflix, Prime Video, and stuff. Similarly, you get 2x points on gas, your taxi services, or transit like TTC, and 1x points on everything else. However, one of the things, after you collect all of these points, one of the things that differentiates American Express a lot is the value of its reward point. Now, to look at the value, we will go again back to Credit Card Genius websites because they've done quite a nice article on it. So in the first year, you can earn up to 50,000 points. That that actually is part of the introductory offer. So you need to do a couple of things for that. First and foremost is you need to spend $3,000 in the first 3 months. You get 20,000 points for that. And then if you spend at least $500 each month for the first full year, so first 12 months, you will end up collecting 30,000 points in a year. So 30,000 plus 20,000, that's the introductory offer of 50,000 membership points. Now, what this really means is that this 50,000 points can actually be worth as much as $1,000. And we'll see how that really works. So if you transfer those 50,000 points to an Aeroplan card, or if you convert it to Aeroplan points, that'll actually be worth $1,080. And that is, big money that you can sort of like save in one single year. And depending on where you prefer to spend your money or spend your points, it can mean different dollar value, but I would certainly suggest that if you're looking for a credit card which has to be travel focused, definitely this is something which gives you huge amount of value. Now, just to understand everything in summary and making sure that we really understand the value proposition for this card. So in my opinion, one of the best travel card or overall cards in market right now is American Express Cobalt. Let's try and address the negatives first. So the annual fee is really very high. So if you're not looking for a card which actually has $156 worth of annual fee, definitely you can ignore that. And also, American Express is not accepted at many grocery stores, Costco, and some of the smaller restaurants. So you do need to keep that in mind. And the earn rate on online shopping is not a lot. So for $1 spent on online shopping, you get only 1 point. However, looking at the positive side of the value proposition, the intro offer is definitely something very impressive. So the first year value is definitely on the higher side. The value of the reward points is definitely among the highest in Canada. And the reward earn rate is just superb on some of the categories like restaurants, delivery apps and groceries, which is 5x points. So I would say that if you're someone who does eat a lot from outside or who does a lot of grocery shopping and that store actually accepts AMEX, definitely go for this card. It doesn't require very high credit score, and also the mobile app is very, very user friendly.
Now the second category that I have here is the cashback category. Best credit card in Canada for cashback purposes is the BMO Cashback World Elite Mastercard. Similar to American Express Cobalt, this card also is an annual fee or a monthly fee credit card. I'll also give you a no fee option in this one, so please stick around.
The pros of this card is that the intro offer is definitely something very catchy. So you get 10% cash back in the first 3 months. Definitely something which is very high. It doesn't require a very high credit score. So if you have an average credit score, you can definitely apply for this. However, I'm pretty sure that the income requirement on World Elite cards are usually on the higher end. So you do have to check that with the bank. If the income requirement is something which is beyond what you really earn or your family income is, then probably you'll not get approved for this card. The earn rate on grocery, 5% is just beautiful. 4% on taxi services, 3% on gas, and about 2% on recurring bills. Now, this definitely covers a lot of the categories that anybody spends on a day-to-day basis. And the value proposition is very, very straightforward. You don't have to really get into the fact that, okay, what is the value of the point here? Because this is a cashback card. What you really see here in terms of percentage is what you're gonna get in your bank account at the end of the day, is what you really are saving. On the negative side, the annual fee is $120. It is high, but not as high as American Express Cobalt. And also it is waived for the first year. So definitely something that you can use for the first year. You can, enjoy the experience. If you don't like it, just close the card after 1 year. And definitely it's not a card which is suitable for, collecting travel rewards. So the second option that we have in the cashback category is the American Express SimplyCash preferred card. Now, why I like this card is because of the fact that the value proposition is very straightforward. You get a flat 2% cash back on anything and everything that you spend on this card. So no matter if it's grocery or online shopping or taxi services, whatever is the case, you get a flat 2% cashback. Now, why that is great is because on most of the cards out there, you don't get more than 1% cashback on online shopping, and this gives you 2%. So if you're somebody who loves doing online shopping, definitely this is a card for you to consider. And it comes with a great intro offer of 10% cashback for the first 4 months. That is definitely great. The annual fee is on the lower side, which is about $100, so not too bad. And it is again something which is not suitable for collecting travel reward points, because it is a flat cashback reward kind of a card, and not the highest cashback percentage, to be honest. I mean, we've seen the BMO cashback on grocery and gas, and I also have a no fee option here. So if you don't want to pay this $99 annual fee, you can definitely go for American Express SimplyCash, not the preferred, just SimplyCash, which gives you a very simple 1.25% flat cashback rate on anything and everything that you spend.
Now, third very popular category is the best credit card overall, which is a no annual fee credit card. In my opinion and my research, the winner here is Tangerine Money Back credit card, or the AMEX SimplyCash credit card that we just spoke about.
So analyzing the best no fee card, there are many contenders in this category, but definitely one card which stands out is the Tangerine Money Back card. Now, why it stands out? Because it gives power in your own hands, in the hands of the customer. And why am I saying that? It's because you can decide which category you want to earn the higher cashback percentage on. So one of the pros is the earn rate is 2% on two categories. Now, you remember the American Express Simply Preferred card, that was also offering 2% and it had an annual fee. This one doesn't have an annual fee. However, you can only earn this 2% on only two categories of your choice. So if you spend a lot on grocery and let's say gas, you can tell Tangerine that these are the two categories on which I want to earn 2%. And on any other spend that you do on this card, you will earn only 0.5%. And the other great thing is that the cashback automatically gets deposited in your account. On the negative side, it is not a travel reward card. The 2% is limited only to two categories, and everything else earns only 0.5%.
So this brings us to the fourth category, which is again very popular, which is shopping at Amazon. So one credit card which sort of like stands out, and I feel in my personal opinion works very well if you are a regular shopper at Amazon, is the MBNA credit card.
Now, analyzing the MBNA Amazon.ca rewards Mastercard, what you really get in terms of value proposition is pretty straightforward. You get an introductory offer of 5% back on anything that you buy on Amazon or its affiliates for the first 6 months. It doesn't have an annual fee. And beyond those 6 months, it starts to earn 2.5% on Amazon for Prime members. So please do note that you will only get this 2.5% if you have a Prime membership. And beyond that, the value proposition is pretty straightforward. You spend $100, you get $2.5 back. On the negative side, this does come with a little higher side on the credit score requirement. So 700 plus is something that we're looking at. If you're below that, chances are you will not get approved for this card. Beyond Amazon, if you spend it anywhere else, it will only attract 1% cash back. So definitely not something which is great. And the redemption flexibility is very low. So you can only redeem this cashback dollars towards buying anything on Amazon.
So our fifth category is the best credit card for students. Now, Canada is a place where a lot of students come. And one of the challenges that they find when they come to the country is that finding anything or everything, including credit card or place for rent or getting a car or anything of that matter, everybody asks for your credit score. Now, if you're new to the country, you do not have a credit score. So it is advisable that as soon as you come to Canada, you have some sort of instrument which sort of like starts building your credit history. And one of the great ways of doing that is actually to get a credit card. So a great option in this category is the BMO Cashback credit card for students.
So this students card that BMO offers is the BMO Cashback Mastercard for students. Now, this is definitely something which is ideal for students because the credit score requirement is very, very low, or even if you don't have a credit score, this card will actually get you approved and will get you on that journey of building your credit score. No annual fee credit card. It has a decent introductory offer of 5% cash back in the first 3 months, so definitely make use of that. And then beyond that, you earn 3% on grocery, and then 1% you can get cash back on your bills and streaming subscriptions, and anything else will give you a cashback of 0.5%.
And guys, if you've stuck around until the end, which I really appreciate, you know that I always come up with some bonus content. So the bonus content or the bonus category here is the best low interest credit card. A lot of people have the requirement that, you know, there may be a chance that they will not be able to pay back the money, the credit card bill on time. So they want a credit card which has a low interest rate, which means that if you miss the payment, you will be paying relatively lesser interest rate. So first option, where you don't really have to worry about interest rates being low or whatever, is the KOHO standard prepaid Visa card. Now this is a prepaid card, which means that guys, you will be paying money into the card first and then you will be utilizing it. And the beauty of it is that it gives you cash back as well. So, you know, you don't have to really think about, you know, missing a payment, because you can only use this card as long as you have money in the credit card which you only have put. The other option here is the
MBNA True Line Mastercard. Now, on the pro side, the credit score requirement for this one is actually pretty low. So if you have a credit score of 550 or 560 and above, chances are you will get approved for this credit card. Now, it doesn't come with any annual fee. That is another plus. The interest rate on this one is 12.99%. And guys, as you've seen, that average in Canada, the interest rate is usually in the range of 19 to 22%, and this one is 12.99%. So that is why it is a low interest card. There is also a pretty good offer of 0% interest on the balance transfer for the first 12 months. So what this really means is that if you have unpaid balance on some of your other credit card and the interest rate on that one is really high, what you can do is you can open up this card and transfer all of that unpaid balance to this card, and you wouldn't have to pay any interest for the first 12 months. So it is definitely an instrument which can help get your finances in order. On the negative side, you obviously do not earn any rewards or cashback because this is purpose built for getting your finances in order.
So thanks everyone, that's it for today's video. Do tell me in the comment section below how you like the information. I'll see you in the next video. You take very good care of yourself.